Let's start with one of the simplest and least expensive signals, and that's just the everyday whistle, except that these really aren't everyday whistles. There are a couple of things to look for. One is that they be non-corroding. A second is that they shouldn't use a P inside that goes in a circle to make that trilling sound. They need to do that acoustically, but not with something that's in there. The reason is that if you immerse the whistle in water and blow in it, it can make this kind of gurgling sound, but it doesn't sound anything like a whistle. So, even though it may have the shape of a classic coach's whistle, these whistles don't have a P inside. And they have to be self-clearing, meaning that just the action of blowing into them frees up the water. We've assembled 5 common whistles that you're likely to find either in marine stores or actually just part of your life jacket. And let's compare them. I'm going to walk down to the other end of the dock and blow them one at a time. So this is a nice flat one that has a built-in clip, very compact. This one is a Fox 40 whistle, very popular. This is a flatter version of the Fox 40 whistle. This is really good on keychains, but also on life jackets. This is one that's been distributed a lot at life jackets recently and comes with a little clip, nice quality. And finally, we have one called the Storm Whistle. And we'll just give you an idea of how loud these are and how distinctive they are from your environment. Here's the flat life jacket whistle. Sounds pretty darn loud. Actually sounds like the kind of whistle that you'd use to hail a cab. Here's the Fox 40 whistle. Pretty shrill. Here's the flatter version, which probably is a better match for most life jacket shrouds. Again, pretty shrill. Here's the life jacket whistle that I said was given away frequently at boat shows. Really distinctive. And finally, here's the Storm Whistle that's supposed to be the loudest whistle you can buy. So a lot of people will ask, why is a whistle better than the human voice? Well, you've only got a very limited amount of time with your human voice before you get hoarse, and you don't sound that much different than your environment. Whistles sound dramatically different, and they take less energy when you're trying to maintain an airway and paddle in your life jacket. Another really effective signal for the vessel that's found on virtually all boats is something like this. You know, what I think of as a Freon horn, although it may not necessarily use Freon as a propellant. So whether they're made out of plastic or stainless steel, these are really effective. It's a good idea to have a second can of propellant though, because you can't always tell how much propellant you have left. And they are really, really loud. Let's actually see how much louder it is down at the end of the dock. I'll just give a brief blast. You've heard these before. Really distinctive, not a bad navigational item, but also not a bad emergency signaling device. A lot of boats will be equipped with a bell, and boats over 40 feet are required to have a bell. But even though they have a distinctive sound, I don't find that the sound carries that far. So although it's a sound signal, it may not be the most effective emergency sound signal.